Hey there, YouTube. Making this video because I just got my first batch of books back from CGC, and I have learned a ton. I have about 7 or 8 more shipments waiting to be pressed and then graded. These I did pre-screen, and I'm making this video for everybody thinking about using CGC, collectors already using CGC, pre-screeners, pressers, and everybody in between. And anybody else doing the research on YouTube like I did before I got into this, this stuff covers, this video covers some things that I just didn't see in other videos. So I hope you get something out of this video. And if you do, I hope you'll comment and let me know, and there's not much to subscribe to, but I'm going to make a video for every batch that I get back. And this is batch number 1, so let's get it going. So just as a general matter, should I get my books graded at CGC? 100% yes, maybe. If you're out here to try to trade like stocks, comic books, then this really isn't for you. Me, I collected these books in the 80s and the 90s when I was a kid, and I stored them away, expecting to hold on to them for 20, 30 years, knowing that selling them raw, I was going to get robbed on. Because back in the day, I went to a comic store and I have a lot of comics, and I went to them with the whole collection. I said, what would you give me for this? And they said, yeah, you have some good books in here. We'll give you blah. But it was like 20, 30% what I thought was a fair price. And then I realized they need to make their money too. So they need to buy at way, way less than they would ever otherwise normally on a book by book basis. So, for me, I paid $1 or $1.50 for most of these cover price a long time ago. So for someone like myself, it's a no-brainer to get these graded. But if you're out there trying to make money on the trading and buying books just to get them slabbed and then move the books quickly, I can't say. For me, CGC was a no-brainer because this is an immortalizing process. What I didn't see anybody discuss on YouTube so much is that these look amazing. These are heavy duty. They're going to last forever, unless they're in a fire. I never need to crack this open. Based on reasons you'll hear later on in this video, this one I probably will crack open because this was a candidate for a 9.8, but it's my fault I got a 9.4, and I'll explain why later. But just generally, it's a beautiful format. I'm glad I did this. I don't care what they sell for right now. If they're only 20, 30 bucks on eBay and I'm losing money because it costs 30, 40 with shipping and everything to get them graded, just don't sell your books for less than it costs cover price and grading, or try to sell them at a profit. If you're not willing to do that, you're going to take a loss. People are posting videos on YouTube saying CGC is stupid to do because they're not making money on books they slabbed. They got the QR code back here too. I think that's kind of cool and cute. What is also a benefit that nobody's talked about is when your book is in a bag and a board only, you really got to take it out to get a true assessment of the condition. And that's a huge lesson I learned by doing this, is by being in these slabs, they offer a better opportunity to look at them in the light with a flashlight and see every angle under a really, really bright light. That's how you can see the crease or creases. That's how I saw these. If I had done that, I would not have sent them in for pre-screen. Major alert, major lesson. If you are in the 9 category and you know your book is nice, don't just consider it by looking at this. Pull this out. I didn't want to pull it out. That was a big mistake on my part. I didn't want to pull it out or touch it or fingerprints or risk bending it. Coming in and out of some of these bags are old. I just wanted to send them in for pre-screen, and I only did a 9.4 and above, meaning if you're not going to give me a 9.4, then don't grade it at all. A 9.4 minimum. And they sent these back. They're not 9.4s. They sent a bunch of these back that are not, that means 9.2 or below I would have gotten. Why? Now I know I'm going to pull these out and get them pre-pressed. Now, I saw a ton of videos on YouTube saying all the time, press all the time. I disagree. If you just are honest and careful and have gloves on with this stage of a raw book and you pull this out, you're able to see. Keep it on a flat table, flip it over, look with a magnifying glass if you need to. But if you're generally in this condition, near mint-ish, mint or near mint, you could have a 9.8 on your hands, but because you didn't look and you went and got a pre-screen or just went and got it graded, you're risking 9s and 9.2s and 9.4s and 6s. You don't need to get those grades. You could probably get a 9.8 if you just found the crease and got it pressed and then got it graded. This 9.4 is a shame because now that it's in this slab, I'm able to see the creases. Now I'll probably just crack this at some point and get a 9.8. I deserve a 9.8. It's a beautiful book. It's in sick condition. It's in no different condition than this book, which I got a 9.8 on. Same collection, same period of my youth. Well, this one was, Silver Surfer was 91, this was 92. So what? It went in the same box and sat in the same garage for the same 30 years. But they went like this in the box and they press and there's weight and I moved them around and lifted them. The littlest thing will give a crease. If you just pull it out and you're honest with yourself and you see the crease anywhere on the back cover or the front cover, don't risk a 9.4 or 9.6. Very excited about this. Got another 9.8 here. I sent 2 of these in and they only gave me a 9.8 on one of them. The other one was a 9.6, Shadowhawk number 1. Now people are also posting a lot on YouTube and they don't talk about this. Because there's a high print run of a book like this, people are saying, oh, it's not worth it to get graded. Don't send it in. And they're talking about they're commenting on the marketplace overall. I have found them to be, I disagree with a lot of what I'm seeing online. And let me also just say something. I'm a member of Go Collect and I watch the marketplace. But even what they say is FMV, fair market value for a book, they're supposedly tracking eBay sales, and that's what determines. But eBay sales are all over the map sometimes. You do not know what's going to drive a book's price up. It could be some kid in Tokyo who needs this to round out their collection. They're on a run for something. This also, another one. I saw the crease in this one too. I should have gotten it pressed. It should have gotten a 9.8. I'll crack these at some point later on, but right now I'm just going to hold on to them because I did get some 9.8s in this batch without pressing. But I didn't look. I just got lucky. Look at your books. Not enough videos stressing this. I sent 2 of these in. I got these at the same exact store on the same exact date. They came out of the same paper bag or box. And they both went right into bags and boards. I didn't read these books when I was a kid. I knew I was collecting to get them graded at some point. The 9.6 did not need to be a 9.6. Same with this. I saw the creases on the 9.4 and the 9.6. I saw them. I should have gotten them pressed. My fault, not CGC's fault. Way too many videos on YouTube are talking about this science and this art and this mystical CGC grading process. No, if you are in 9.4, 9.6 territory, you can get a 9.8. Press the book. I should have pressed these books. I got lucky on these 9.8s. I got lucky here. This was in the same box, same kids, same collection. Me. I bought all these books. Same with this. This should have been a 9.8. And in general, it's good to hold on to books that you care about, right? So I just liked anything that came out of McFarlane's brain, and I still feel that way. But because I didn't look closely enough, this was going to get less than a 9.4. So now I know I'm going to get all these pressed and graded. Another 9.8. I was happy about this. A bunch of people would probably say, why'd you get that book graded? It's only $21.99 on Go Collect or tracked eBay sales. I don't care. I'm not planning on selling it right now. At some point when I do sell it, I'm going to remember. I paid the $250 when I was a kid. I paid that cover price. I paid the shipping, the supplies, the gas to the post office to get this slabbed up. But I got my 9.8. I'm probably not going to get a 9.9 ever, so this doesn't get ever cracked. I paid that $36 or whatever it is, $40 even, for peace of mind. Now it's immortalized. I don't ever have to worry about this again. And I wasn't going to read it anyway. If you are in the collectible game to collect and to trade, you have to exercise patience. You got to be patient. I know that there's a huge number of these books out in the marketplace, but there's not that many 9.6s and 9.8s anymore. This is a 30-year-old book, 1991 actually, older than 30 years. And I know this had the error version and the second and third printing and whatever. I saw the crease though. This deserved a 9.8. I will probably crack this and do it again, but I could have saved the money if I had slid it out of the bag and the board. And this one I was excited about as well. All right. So that's the run. I hope you got something out of this video. I'm just going to go through quickly what they didn't give me 9.4s on. These are a shame. See the Cyberforce 1, Violator 3, and I got 2 of this Omega Red, these X-Men number 7s that I had wanted 9.4s or above. What's the moral of the story, kids? Don't go for 9.4s and 9.6s. Those grades are avoidable. I'm convinced. After seeing these and I see the differences, all the books that were graded, both of those grades, 9.4s and 6s, had an issue or a crease around a staple or a corner or a little discoloration that with the pressing and cleaning, that would have come out. And those would have been 9.8s. But overall, very pleased with CGC. I just want to say you guys did a great job. It comes packaged so professionally. None of the YouTubers talked about this. It comes like bulletproof in these like air-sealed sort of cushions. And now these get to go away, and I never need to worry about them again unless I'm going to crack them to get them pressed. But make sure you look at your books. Take them out of the bag and the board. You're probably going to want to get them pressed every single time. Do not pay for graded books that are just pre-screened and you think you're going to get a 9.2, 4, or 6. Press it, you're looking at a 9.8. Much more common than I thought they would be. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this and you got something out of the video, hit like.